this sucks. I was flying the drone. I flew it straight up between them trees. Went way like 400 feet up there. And got y'all some awesome views of the river, of the mountains, the fog over the mountains. Brought the drone down to about right here and was, circling around the campsite. Everything was fine. Mashed the land button. It's supposed to freaking land when you mash the land button. Instead, it goes straight the hell up that way. Over this way. You see that freaking tree right there? That tree, that one that's right freaking there. Straight into it. It was freaking 4 feet off the ground. Literally, it was like right freaking here. I mashed the land button, it goes up, and it goes that way. So I found the drone, thank God, and I kind of got lucky on it. It landed about this far from the river. See, it broke every one of the propellers off. Shot the battery out. This thing, the little gimbal or whatever you want to call it, that is also the Karma grip you put the GoPro in, was face down in the mud. Lost that propeller. The other propellers are over here against the freaking tree. See, there's one, and there's one. It come down every bit of that crap from the, not this tree. It didn't hit this tree. No. It hit the big one way up there and actually got hung up on a tree branch. But luckily, while it was still spinning and it was letting me control it, I punched it to make it sling itself off of it, because it was about to be stuck about 150 feet up in a tree. So when it come down, it fell right through there, right beside this tree. You see that log down there? Well, I picked it up at the bottom under that log right there. There's the water. Picked it up right there. Water, drone, water, drone, water, drone. And the battery I said I couldn't find, it landed in the water, so I'm sure it's ruined. It was right next to that stick, which don't look deep, but it's about 2 foot deep right there. I had to step on this little rock, step inside the water, my boots are soaked now, get down on my knees to reach down to the bottom to get the freaking drone battery. If it had been my flying abilities, would have been one thing, because I'm not good with the drone. I admit that. That's only like the 3rd or 4th time I flew it. But let me show you where it was at. Let me show you. Just so everybody freaking understand why it done this. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, there's the truck. I was standing right there. Drone was right here. I'm 6'1". The drone was about right here. So what is that? 5 feet off the freaking ground? I mashed land. It has a land button. But instead of being this high off the ground and landing, like just freaking go to the ground, it goes straight up, and I'm sitting there holding the left button, trying to make it, go left, because it's trying to go into that tree. So I get it over here, and the sucker goes way up, I mean probably 200 feet up, comes down, and then just shoots left, right in there, just right freaking there. I'm not too freaking happy. That's a $1,000 drone, and if it malfunctioned, which I had GPS, I made sure, because I don't trust myself to fly it without GPS location on it, so that it'll sit there and hold itself and hover and everything. Without that, it tends to, drift a little bit. I sat here and set it on the ground, waited I drained half the battery waiting on it to find GPS. It found it, or I wasn't going to fly it. So if it was a malfunction in the drone, GoPro ain't gonna freaking stand behind it. It's like 2 months old. They're not gonna stand behind it and send me another one. So that's $1,000 down the drain if it's broke. I know it's $100 down the drain because the battery landed in the water. I mashed the buttons on it, it don't do nothing. Those are $100 a piece. The propellers are $50-something, which I don't care about that as long as the drone's all right. The gimbal thing acts like it's bent. I mean, it crashed from way up there and landed. I mean, just hit every freaking branch on the way down. But if one of them arms are warped or anything, then I gotta buy those. I don't know how much them things are with the little motors on them. There's no freaking telling. And there's no telling if the freaking drone even works. Okay. Alright, that's enough ranting. Can't do nothing about it now, so. I'm just thankful it didn't land in the water. I mean, if it would have landed another 6 inches, it would have been in the water. But if it would have landed another 5 or 10 feet out, it would have been right in that deep stuff. And I guarantee it, before I could have got over there, it would have hit them rapids and been gone. And it wouldn't have been just the drone, because that's a GoPro Karma. So it also uses my GoPro. The GoPro, I don't know if y'all seen these before. The GoPro actually mounts inside this little thing. And then when it's got power, that thing right there stabilizes. So that's how come there's no wiggle whenever I move the drone left or right. That thing stays still. So it had my brand new GoPro 6 in it. So I was almost, oh, that would have been bad. Okay, no more ranting. Thank God that it didn't go in the water and it didn't just break every freaking arm off of it. So I'm hoping I can just put some propellers in it. And, you know, I lost the battery, but that's better than the whole thing. So that's an upside. Stuff's going to happen, especially, you know, I mean, I'm not a professional drone flyer, so I expected to crash it once, but I just really wish it wouldn't have been hit the tree, you know what I mean? But, all right, it's part of it, no big deal. So I think I'm going to try to get my little fire going. I'll let it go in all the dramatic drone experiences, and it went out. Even Comer was running around like, what in the world is going on? So, all right, well, I guess we'll see y'all here in a minute. I'm gonna build a fire. It's still chilly this morning, but I did get y'all some really cool shots of the mountains and everything. And I don't know if I'll put them, I'll probably let y'all see them now. That way, you'll see how pretty the view was and what the drone had to go through to get y'all those views. How about that? Yeah, that way y'all can hear me rant. Drone pics, make it better. All right, well, we'll see y'all here in a minute.